Hello, I am Oscar, and James is there.
Hello.
The camera person. This is going to be my entire Blu-ray collection of this date, wherever the text would be. And but yeah, this is going to be my Blu-ray collection, not just DVD. Not DVD, Blu-ray, and VHS. It's just my Blu-rays because
Which are just these few shelves.
not too much, but yeah, it won't be too much of a long video. Here we go. The first Blu-ray, and this is actually one of the first Blu-rays I did get. It's 3:10 to Yuma, the remake with Christian Bale and Russell Crowe. Same director as The Wolverine, interesting enough, and Walk the Line. I like the film. Did you see that film yet, James?
No, but I've got the original to watch, so...
I'll give the original a go, but yeah, I did like the film, and that's even before I kind of got a bit more into westerns. And then next one I got is 12 Angry Men, which is my all-time favourite film. People might know that, but...
and it's not on its own shelf.
It's not on its own shelf, but I'm really not happy with the design that they chose for it. Literally got it because it is my favourite film. It actually looks nice on Blu-ray, surprisingly. I watched it on Blu-ray and it's...
It's not aspect ratio, isn't it, though? It's not 4:3. It's like Grand Budapest. It's
right, yeah.
It's not quite 60:9 or 4:3.
Next Blu-ray is The Clockwork Orange.
I saw that for £10 on Amazon.
Really?
I was going to pick it up.
Clockwork Orange 40th anniversary? Yeah, 40th anniversary digibook, which is very nice. This is like in my top 3 favourite films of all time. It comes with that as well as a documentary
Called Oh Lucky Malcolm, which is a play on Oh Lucky Man.
Yeah, and what Stanley Kubrick's A Life in Pictures, which is...
So you get 2 documentaries.
Yeah, and just a little information booklet which has interesting stuff that you'd expect from a digibook. Next one is A Single Man, which is a Colin Firth film, as you can see, as well as it's directed, written and produced by Tom Ford, who is the fashion designer. It's interesting because I didn't know who he was going into the film. I found out going out the film, so a lot of the sequences in the film looked very fashion advert, which might be a bit annoying knowing that going into the film, but I didn't. But it looks gorgeous, especially in Blu-ray. I mean, the colour choices that you use. It's like American Beauty. Like, the stuff that I've seen, it feels kind of like American Beauty in that sense. Now, the next one that I've got is...
an expensive Blu-ray.
Expensive one, which is A Woman of Paris, A Drama of Fate, I believe the proper title is called. This is a Russian Blu-ray, as you can tell by the Russian rating. This is an odd one, because this is Chaplin's second feature film, and it's a film that he did not star in, but he wrote and directed, and it's not a comedy. So,
and it's in the Charlie Chaplin collection.
It's in the Charlie Chaplin collection because he did write and direct it, but the actress in it was a regular. She was the mother, in fact, in The Kid.
Oh, yeah.
And she was a regular in his short films. So it kind of had a Chaplin thing to it, but yeah. I mean, I like the... Oh, 2 discs, I did not realise that.
It's a Blu-ray and a DVD, it says on the cover.
Broke, yeah, it is.
What? The disc?
Cracked. No, the case. But it's got cool inside art as well.
Yeah, it says across the top.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Cool film. I wouldn't say it's one of Chaplin's best, but if you're a Chaplin fan, it's... Well, you know, it's like interesting.
Might as well watch it, yeah.
Yeah, to see what it's like with drama. Which is actually quite good, because, I mean, Great Dictator.
I heard that you own this.
Yeah. The Steelbook BFI of Aguirre, Wrath of God.
Aguirre, Wrath of God, yes.
Yeah, which is a Werner Herzog film.
It's a bit of a cheap steelbook.
Not really.
No, the fact that there's no design on the back.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. But it is a BFI, so thus it comes with
A decent sized booklet.
Yeah, fancy booklet.
It's weird seeing him doing something that's like not a documentary.
He was known for doing more, like beforehand, he was a scripted filmmaker first.
Yeah, and then he did documentaries.
Next one is the Alien Anthology or Quadrilogy, which is the cheap version.
Yeah.
But this was a release when Prometheus was coming out.
I think that's...
And it was £10, and it was £10 in HMV.
I think that's why it looks, you know, like Prometheus-y, like blue. And...
Yeah, but it was £10 in HMV for 4 Blu-rays. Why not? I've seen Alien.
And that's it.
I only like it. I don't love it. But I want to see Aliens. I might give the other 2 a go. Like, just out of
David
curiosity.
Fincher did Alien 3.
And he regrets doing it. Kind of carry on from this because the director of Alien Resurrection also directed Amelie.
The most terrifying Blu-ray cover of all time.
Yeah, but this is, again, a very most beloved foreign film, French film. And it's being categorised as a hipster film. A lot like Wes Anderson. I think it's just the style that people complain about because it's hipster, whatever. I don't care. Still need to watch it. Again, heard good things about it, but that is in my collection.
No, it isn't.
You're right, it isn't.
This is a recent pickup.
This was a recent purchase because it was like £8 in. It's American Hustle. Nice slipcover. I liked it. James doesn't. But I think the style is very good. I mean, Christian Bale was really funny.
Christian Bale was good in it, yeah.
I like Bradley Cooper in it. I just liked him in it, though. I didn't think he was Best Supporting Actor nomination worthy in the film. His performance in Place Beyond the Pines was better that year than this. But I think Amy Adams was great. Jennifer Lawrence was really funny in it. The Live and Let Die. Next Blu-ray I got is the very nice
one that you haven't watched yet.
Apocalypse Now.
It's a sexy thing, though.
Which has Apocalypse Now Redux. Is it Redux or Redux?
Redux.
Hearts of Darkness.
It's probably Redux, but you know.
Hearts of Darkness and new exclusive features. But it also comes with a nice...
Also, when you watch Heart of Darkness afterwards.
Yeah,
it's a really good documentary.
Apparently one of the best war films ever.
Yep.
To some, the best war film. I heard Marlon Brando was a turd.
Yeah.
Set, yeah.
If you watch Heart of Darkness, you'll see what he was like.
But Francis Ford Coppola, I love The Godfather...
trilogy.
I was going to say the first 2.
The first 2.
I don't love the third one.
Did you watch the third one? You did?
I just like it. It was okay.
I don't think you watched the third one. I think you're lying.
Al Pacino...
Spoilers for a 20, 30-year-old movie. 40-year-old movie.
1990.
Really?
That's when Godfather 3 came out.
Jesus, a lot more recent than I thought.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, Apocalypse Now, very nice edition. It was not expensive age.
No, I got it. It was not expensive at all. Apocalypto. Very good film.
I think it would be very good on Blu-ray.
It is. It is. I've got it on Blu-ray.
Mel Gibson directed. I think this is his last directed film. I think he should go back to directing, like give that a shot again.
8 years ago as well.
2006. Oh, that is 8 years ago. But yeah, I would give it a go.
Yeah, it's very good.
I hate the back. Avatar. I own it because it looks good.
Same. Give me some.
But it's a nice edition. And it actually does look really nice.
It's on Blu-ray, but that's like the only merit that it has.
But I think it's a good film. I think when you get... It's like, it was overrated. It is overrated, but... When you get past it, it's just a good film. It's a good film. It's a good film. I lost my voice there. It's a cool little film with... The whole Na'vi thing's cool. I like the whole, like, Na'vi lore, but...
It was just generic.
That's why I'm kind of interested in Avatar 2. To see where they take the story.
You mean when it comes out in 3 years? I hate you for this one. I really need this in my life.
The Avengers.
That when it first came out as well.
Yeah.
With the cheap disc art.
It's owned by Disney now, so yeah. I like the Avengers. I think that this is my favourite Marvel film. Like Disney Marvel. Guardians for you? Yeah. Disney Marvel, my favourite one. My favourite overall Marvel film is probably Days of Future Past. So,
is that like Marvel, the franchise?
Just like Marvel characters, yeah, it's Days of Future Past. And then probably this. First Class is probably up there.
What about Origins?
Bicycle Thieves. The Arrow Academy Edition. It's a good film. I remember having more of an impact after watching it. Like, I remember watching it and thinking to myself, damn, that ending was really... like good and actually affected me in a way. And then like after a few days I kind of forgot I watched it. It's like that one.
Forgettable. Good, but forgettable.
It's a really well made film. It's but I mean I did a review on it so you can see what I actually thought on the film. Next one is Blade Runner, The Final Cut. This is the one that because I mean, how many cuts have there been of this film?
About 702.
Yeah, about that. I want to watch this film, and I probably will end up. I hope I would like it, because I want to like a Ridley Scott film. Because all the films I've seen from Ridley Scott I haven't liked. I've seen Alien, which I've not really dug. I've seen Prometheus, which
Doug, okay, 1990s.
I've seen Prometheus, which I kind of felt the same thing about Alien. I watched Robin Hood, which was boring, and The Counselor, which was turd on a stick. I haven't liked Ridley Scott film, which
You're too young to understand.
Why would I own this on Blu-ray, even though it's
I'll buy it off you.
rubbish quality? That's what I mean. Like,
I'll buy it off you.
I like the film.
That's what Stuckman said, didn't he?
Yeah,
He said, why would you get a film on Blu-ray that's got, like...
Rubbish quality.
I just want to know what the 4 secret endings are.
Yeah, that's why I got on Blu-ray, because I was like, what's this? Which I haven't seen yet. Includes 4 never-before-seen alternative endings. This was my technically my first proper horror film I watched.
I like it. It's seriously...
You used to absolutely adore it.
It is the Marmite of horror films. Mm. You either love it or I've never seen one go, it's alright. It's either it's stupid.
Well, I must be that person. I think it's good.
Well, no, good.
Yeah,
so you're in a
yeah.
No one's ever said, eh.
Yeah.
It's always either I dislike it or I like it.
But anyway, I think this really did well with the suspense and the atmosphere, like the creepiness of it. That's why I liked it. It wasn't just straight up horror. And the fact that you never see the witch is very good. Like,
or is it a witch?
Well, yeah. This is even more sad thinking about now since the director Richard Attenborough passed away.
Passed away lately.
But yeah, I'm a huge Charlie Chaplin fan, so of course I was going to watch. But fun fact, I started watching Chaplin films because I wanted to watch this film. This still today is my favourite Robert Downey Jr. performance, even though I love
Iron Man
and love Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and Tropic Thunder.
I think it's because other ones played for humour. This was played straight up drama. Yeah. Well, some comedy, but mostly drama.
It's mainly a drama, and it was his breakout performance.
Especially the scene with old Chaplin when he's at the Oscars.
Yeah, and that was really good makeup. He really, and but yeah, I think this was a very fateful thing. It wasn't biased towards Chaplin. It
was made after he passed away, wasn't it?
Oh, long after. This was 1992.
And when did he pass away?
1977.
Oh, wow.
Children of Men. This is slowly becoming one of my all-time favourite films.
Wasn't that dude in Down to Kill For?
Almost. But a really nice back. With a
Thank you.
Fetus baby.
Does that spoil things?
What, that is a fetus?
Like if you picked it up not knowing the plot and you looked at the back?
No. It's one of these, I watched it once, like the first time, I was like, that was a really good film. And then I watched it again. And then it's like Inglourious Bastards. I remember when I first watched it, I was like, that was a really good film. And then I just thought, I'll put this on again. And I just loved it even more. So Steelbook, and Clive Owen was great.
Clive Owen's great in a lot of things.
He's a very underrated
Julianne Moore as well.
Julianne Moore is probably my favourite actress working today. I mean, Boogie Nights, she was great in that. She was great in
Big Lebowski.
Big Lebowski, A Single Man. Chronicle, the extended edition, which was like...
It's basically the Blu-ray edition.
Yeah. Quite an underrated film. A lot of people complain about it. I kind of see why. Because, I mean... But it's not just a dumb found footage film. Dane DeHaan was really good in it, and very good for a first-time director. And first-time writer.
Very mysterious as well. Thank you, Mr. Train Man.
It's not a train, it's a road sweeper.
You're a road sweeper.
Cinderella on Blu-ray. I think this might be the only...
You got that really cheap and it annoys me.
I know, the diamond edition as well. And with a nice slipcover. It's not one of my favourite. It's actually kind of a...
You got it because you were cheap. Because you were cheap, because it was cheap.
I got it because it was cheap and it's a Disney film. And this is kind of a really generic Disney film, actually. It's not.
At the time, it wasn't.
No.
At the time, it became cliche.
Cloud Atlas. Haven't watched this yet.
Neither have I.
I need to find time to watch this. It looks good. It seems an interesting plot.
It got mediocre reviews for some reason.
A lot of things get mediocre reviews these days that I like. Trance got mediocre reviews and I like that.
Did it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's like a 6.3 on IMDb. The Dark Knight.
On its separate thing.
Which is the greatest, the second best top 3 best Blu-rays that, like, quality-wise.
Can you talk the English?
No, I can't. Grouping this together with my beautiful Dark Knight trilogy. Oh, stop it. I got this when it got released because I am a big Dark Knight trilogy. This is my favourite series of all time because The Dark Knight is in like my top 3 favourite films, and I love Batman. Detachment is a film that I've been interested in for a while. It stars Adrian Brody and it's from the same director of American History X. Can't say I've seen. It's got Bryan Cranston in it. There he is, Bryan Cranston. And James Caan.
James Caan's like 300 by now.
Dread 3D. Need to watch this.
You haven't watched it yet?
No. I'll give it a go in 3D because I got the 3D Blu-ray. And we got 3D telly downstairs. There you go.
That's all you got to surf now.
I can't say anything else about it.
Because you're stupid.
Elysium! In my opinion, an incredibly underrated film. And it's a really rewatchable film. I rewatched it since getting the Blu-ray. And I still like it. I think Charlotte Copley as the villain in Kruger is very good. I do think this film has issues. It's not a perfect film. But it's a really rewatchable film, and I think it's the fact that everyone was comparing it to District 9.
Yeah, compared to that, it's a lot of...
It's two different films. District 9's more of an artsy sci-fi film. This is more straight up action sci-fi, which I really do like. It feels like a cool video game. Now, a very good documentary, Exit Through the Gift Shop. I did talk about this on a DVD haul video, and since then I did watch this. And I really do like it. It's actually really entertaining, and it's interesting because you think it's purely going to be about Banksy.
It's about spray paint in general, isn't it?
It flips on this other guy, like who's had an interest in like street art and stuff. And there has been speculations like, oh, is this real? Is it fake? Because there are a lot of things that look very, oh, that's convenient. Like, oh, that looks too comical. But I don't care. It's a cool documentary, and I'm not a big and it might be because I did do an art diploma that I got interested in Banksy through that. And he did direct it, and he did do a good job directing it. But I would say even if you're not like an art fan, it's a cool documentary, and check it out. And it comes with the exclusive 2D glasses, which we did show on the.
Oh God, was it that one?
Yeah.
That's a long time ago.
Fantasia, the special edition. This is beautiful on Blu-ray, and this is a very childish.
Especially the Chernobog scene.
Just the opening scene where it's just colours and everything. It's gorgeous, and the classic Sorcerer's Apprentice scene. And I can understand, and I did watch this like recently, so it's not like I bought it thinking, oh yay, childhood, that's it. I watched it not too long ago, and I really did like it again. It's not really I'm going to sit down and just watch Fantasia. It's maybe a sit down and watch, or maybe just put on in the background, just listen to the nice music with some cool visuals. It's like that. Gangs of New York, probably my least favourite Martin Scorsese film. What are you giving me that for?
It's a good film.
I say it's my least favourite Scorsese film, but it's still a very good film. Especially on Blu-ray, it's very good. The opening battle scene is one of the best openings ever. Daniel Day-Lewis's
mustache.
Bill Cutton, Bill the Butcher, very good. Cameron Diaz isn't annoying, and DiCaprio's really good at it. Just the final battle's kind of disappointing. It's like, oh, we're building this up, and then
the time lapse was quite cool.
Yeah, I really like the film, but it's like my least favourite Scorsese film because there are better films. The original girl with the dragon tattoo and the girl who played with fire.
I think I need the original and the Hornet's Nest on Blu-ray.
I need the Hornet's Nest, and I do want to watch these before I watch the David Fincher one, just to get an opinion on the overall thing in general. I heard they're good, and Noomi Rapace, who was in Prometheus and Sherlock Holmes, Game of Shadows. She's a cool actress. The Grand Budapest Hotel, we did a review on it. This was actually our 50th video.
I bought this today.
Recently watched it. It does get better on repeat viewings. One of my favourites of the year so far, and I'm sure it will be in our top 10 list when it comes. It's a great film. Everyone's great in it, even though Bill Murray's in it for like a few seconds.
I'm actually surprised you got this one.
I want to watch it because I want to get more into Henry Fonda stuff. I don't think I can say much on it.
Because you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
It's about the poverty and like...
It's based on the same book by the same author of Mice and Men. So, and it looks like that type of setting.
It's about the Dust Bowl, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
I'm surprised I remembered that.
Gravity. Is it overrated? Yeah. Is it lacking in story? Yeah. But is it pretty? Yeah. It's a it's a cool film, kind of visceral in points, and it comes with Onengard. Is it Onengard?
Onengard.
Which is a very good tie-in. The ultimate sleepover film. Planet Terror is really cool, but I think I remember liking the film a lot because this is around about the time when I first watched Machete, and around about the time when we played House of the Overkill. So it was in a cool time. So the summer of 12, summer of 13.
I was going to say.
Yeah, the summer of 13.
I was going to say it can't be 12. I can't cry.
Yeah, the summer of 13. Good memories, and the short films were great. And I do like Robert Rodriguez and that crew of directors.
With Nicolas Cage as Fu Manchu.
House of Flying Daggers.
Steelbook.
Stylized
Steelbook as well.
Nice thing. This is a Zhang Yimou film who did Hero, and if you watch my Hero review, you know that's one of my all-time favourite films. It's probably that and Seven Samurai, which are my favourite foreign films.
I didn't know you liked it that much.
It's in my top 10 probably. I love it. And I do like House of Flying Daggers, not as much as Hero, but it has it's beautiful again with the one scene where the bamboo spears flying in. It's practical and it's great. The action's great. Again, it's wire action, but it's also hand-to-hand combat action. Hugo in 3D. One of my favourite Scorsese films. Yeah,
surprisingly. Definitely. It's weird to think it's a Scorsese film.
It's a U-rated family flick.
It's really respectful to silent cinema.
Cinema overall. You think it's just going to be about this boy
and Ben Kingsley.
Great.
Unbelievable.
Christopher Lee for the short time he was in. I was like, oh, that's cool, isn't it? Chloe, he was the librarian.
Oh, librarian, yeah.
I'm Still Here, which is the...
yes, you are.
Yeah. Which is the mockumentary, directed by Casey Affleck and starring Joaquin Phoenix. The moment where everyone thought he was going crazy in real life, because he announced his retirement from being an actor. He said, I want to be a rapper. I think the film relies on just the novelty
of the PR stunt that they did.
Yeah, of when he did that David Letterman interview. And the film overall is actually kind of boring. Joaquin Phoenix is good in it. But it's once that this is kind of just boring, and it's not really all that interesting. It's just it's the novelty of it. It's the fact that this film exists is just cool. Quite an underrated film in my opinion. In Bruges.
I didn't like it.
I think you just might not like this, Darren, because you didn't like Seven Psychopaths either.
I think it's just the way that it's his writing. It's the way that he does things. I liked it.
It's I like his style of writing.
Stop having a different opinion.
Colin Farrell was funny in it. Brendan Gleeson, Ralph Fiennes in it is amazing. You're an inanimate object. I just think it's a really funny film, but it's not as funny as Seven Psychopaths, but I think it's a better made film than Seven Psychopaths. Now, I did mention The Dark Knight being one of the best good-looking Blu-rays that I would recommend. One of the other best is Inception. This is, again, one of my all-time favourite films, and at this moment, my favourite film of this decade so far. Inside Llewyn Davis. I really wish I saw this film in 2013 because it would have definitely made my top 10 list of last year. Coen Brothers, love it. It's a nice film. It's just a cool little film. It kind of has the same type of storytelling as The Big Lebowski, but it's not straightforward comedy like The Big Lebowski. It's kind of like drama comedy. And the soundtrack is great. And Oscar Isaac is great in it. John Goodman's funny for the small moments he's in it. I own this on Blu-ray because it came with my PS3. However, I prefer this over the original. Jackie Chan was amazing in it. Absolutely phenomenal. Maybe the best Jackie Chan performance. Yeah, I said it. And it's a really well shot film as well. It actually has... the reason why I like it as well is because it has much more depth and drama to it. Unlike the original, which is kind of just a straightforward, I gotta beat up the bully. This one actually had really good storytelling to it.
Just adding drama to a story that didn't need it.
No, but adding drama to a story and do it well.
Mr. Miyagi hates you from the beyond.
Mr. Han was better.
Mr. Han.
That's his name, Mr. Han.
That's Chan. You.
No, Mr. Han.
That's Jackie Chan.
His name in the film is Mr. Han.
It's Jackie Chan.
Speaking of Han, Lahan.
It's Han.
It's Lahan. It's pronounced Han. It's spelled Han, but it's pronounced Lahan. It's a foreign film, and apparently it's really good. Lego Movie. We didn't review it, should we review it eventually?
If you want, eventually. I'm going to watch it again.
Life of Pi on 3D.
Otherwise known as Watch a Man in a Boat, was surrounded by CG.
But it's really good. Unlike Gravity, which was just CG, this had a good story.
I watched it again. The story was meh.
I think it's because I wasn't expecting the story to be good. And I watched it, and it was very good. I need to watch it again, and it's gorgeous. I mean, that one scene there is...
Bloody Meerkat Island.
It's so amazing. Meerkats are my favourite animals. Of course I would love that island. Yeah.
I remember I saw that, I was like, I bet your Oscar's going to go...
Love me some meerkats. More recent Blu-ray that just came out.
I watched this not too long ago, yeah.
Need to rewatch it. My dear review on it. It's one of my favourite films of the year so far. I think Tom Hardy's amazing. I don't like the fact that people are hating it. Well, it's like, I understand the hate because they were like, it's suspense, thriller. Where is it? One of the most nail-biting thrillers of the year. Looper. Really do like this film. It was like my second favourite film of 2012. Second to Dark Knight Rises. I think this might be one of Joseph Gordon-Levitt's best roles. I think this decade's his decade. He's really, really good. And Bruce Willis feels like he actually cares about the film. Like he's actually not just doing it.
He didn't Sin City it.
He didn't Sin City or Die Hard it.
I love you, Nancy. Don't do that.
Nancy, I really love you. Did I say I really love you, Nancy?
I did. Don't do that, Nancy. Don't do that to yourself. Yeah.
The commentary is one of the best film commentaries that I've seen, actually. It's got Ryan Johnson, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Emily Blunt, which is really good.
Like how Bruce Willis didn't show up for it.
Why would he?
Because they wouldn't pay him.
No. I think he was filming Die Hard 5.
No, I don't.
The Eureka edition of Lost Weekend.
The Eureka Steelbook.
Billy Wilder film. It's got a nice matte feel to it. I think this won the Academy Award for Best Picture of the year. It was apparently really controversial because it dealt very deeply into alcoholism.
Yeah, it's alcoholism, isn't it?
And
see, if you saw that, like, look at this. Imagine you saw this. The Lost Weekend. It's got a dude looking over his shoulder, and there's a bat in the corner.
The bat actually has a significance to the story.
It looks like a horror movie.
It does, yeah. Really cool film. Again, kind of like The Bicycle Thieves. It was good on first viewing, and then I kind of forgot about it. But probably if I watched it.
Wait, you've watched it? You've watched it?
Yeah, I've watched it. Yeah. Really good film. Pretty good film. Right? Now, my favourite documentary ever, Man on Wire. And I'm really excited because they're making a
biopic
starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt, directed by Robert Zemeckis, called The Walk. And this is a very thrilling documentary, actually. There's moments when when the guy is talking about it, and then they're showing like a recreation of it, and I'm like, oh god, is he going to die? I'm like, wait, no, he's not going to die because he's talking about it now. It's really, really well directed.
But then he does.
Like breaks the system.
The system.
We might have to do a review on this or a commentary on this.
I can't even see what it is, so it's mysterious. Yes, I think
we might have to do a separate video talking about this. Paul Thomas Anderson.
This is one of the most split films I've ever seen.
Really?
Oh yeah.
A lot of people not.
It got like 3 stars because it was like loads of 5-star reviews and then loads of 1-star reviews.
It's very much so kind of like There'll Be Blood, in the way
with Scientology instead of oil.
Well, Scientology, it's the cause, but yeah, it's blatantly Scientology. Yeah.
The fact that he looks like L. Ron Hubbard, yeah.
But Joaquin Phoenix's best performance. What if maybe Philip Seymour Hoffman's best performance? This or Doubt is his best performance.
I'd say Signs could be Joaquin's best, maybe.
This is better, I think. Hair was good as well. He was good in Hair.
Hair was good. Hair was really good.
I'm surprised you liked it as much as that, honestly.
Like,
it's a romance, and you're not a big romance.
It was sci-fi though, so it wasn't typical romance.
But this is a very long film, and it is worth its own video about, I think. And I really do like it, but I can completely understand why people wouldn't like it. And I can't wait for Inherent Vice, which has got Joaquin again in
that mullet on him.
It's going to look good. It's going to be good, I hope it is, at least. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. I haven't seen it yet. I've only seen the first Mission Impossible, which I didn't really like. But I'm a fan of Brad Bird's stuff. So,
Brad Bird is in Incredibles.
Yeah, he directed this, yeah. And Iron Giant, yeah. I wish we could skip over this, but I can't.
No, you pick up that film.
The Mist 2-disc special edition. I was looking forward to it because I'm a fan of Frank Darabont. Pretty big fan, actually. I mean, I love Shawshank, Green Mile, The Walking Dead. I actually really hated this film. We might need to do a debate video on this film.
I think we should, actually. That would be very interesting.
Yeah, like our own points. But I really, really dislike the film.
I've got a feeling that's the American Hustle, but switched, opinion-wise.
Yeah, I mean, I really dislike this, but yeah, I got it. Whatever. I might give the black and white version a go, just anyway. Just
so you can be more pretentious about it.
Yeah. Nebraska, one of my favourite films of last year as well. It's a very nice film, actually. But it's really well shot as well. Probably the best soundtrack.
Shot in black and white.
Yeah, beautifully shot. Bruce Stern gave a realistic old person performance. The Never Ending Story on Blu-ray, pretty childhood classic.
I remember you getting this about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Or early last year.
Yeah.
And you still haven't watched it.
I've watched
on
it.
Blu-ray.
Oh, no, not yet on Blu-ray, but I will eventually. Childhood nostalgia, really like it. I haven't seen the sequels, I don't intend to.
Don't even want to.
Was Jack Black in the third one?
Yeah, as a bully.
Yeah. North by Northwest 50.
I really want this on Blu-ray.
One of the only Hitchcock films I haven't seen.
The Orphanage.
I do want to give it. I probably might watch this on Halloween.
Yeah.
Because it would be a cool.
Apparently, it's really good.
I thought you would have seen it.
Nope, I have it.
Will's seen it. That's where
I've got it. I haven't got around to watching it yet.
Apparently, it's Guillermo del Toro produced. Paranorman. Haven't seen it yet.
That was okay.
Want to give it a go. Still yet to see it though.
It's nice to see a stop motion film.
Prisoners. I think everything that I've said in past videos explained it. It's my favourite film of the year, and it's my second favourite film this decade so far. It's phenomenal. The closest thing to a Heavy Rain film we would get. Stop trying to make a Heavy Rain film. Stop it. Just stop. Behave yourself.
Shia LaBeouf is even Mars.
What do you think?
Megan Fox is Shelby.
Did you like Prisoners?
Yeah, I really did.
Yeah. My second favourite film, third favourite film of last year. Place Beyond Pines, limited steelbook edition. Absolutely love this film. We have differences of opinions on it though.
Yeah, that's putting it politely.
You didn't hate it, you like aspects. Prometheus, I feel the same way about this as I do with Alien. I just like it. It's nothing like special or anything. Michael Fassbender was good.
I really like Prometheus.
I thought you didn't like it.
I watched it again.
Right.
When
you first watched it, you hated it.
If you sit down and just watch it, it's a really...
Know what it is.
As Chris Stuckman says, it's gonna be, like, people are gonna look back on it and it's gonna be like, it's gonna be just like heralded as a good sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
This is currently sitting in my house.
The disc is, yeah. This is my favourite film of the year so far. And I am looking forward to whatever Gareth Evans makes now. This is, action-wise, the best action film ever. It is... I mean, the kitchen fight...
That was really good. I think the prison fight was better, though.
The prison fight was good, but one-on-one fight...
Oh, yeah.
This was one...
Choreography was...
The fact that it's Steadicam. On to the next Blu-ray, being Saving Mr. Banks. Very underrated film, actually, I think. It's a very nice film.
I just don't like the fact that a bit of it was fictionalised.
I'm fine with that.
I mean,
it's a Disney film. It's actually a Disney film.
I like how they showed Walt as getting angry and he smoked. Like, they weren't hiding the fact.
Tom Hanks wasn't Walt Disney, but he did a good performance.
It was Tom Hanks with a moustache.
Now, this is a film that is... It's Serpico. This is the Eureka edition again.
Steelbook.
Al Pacino's best role, in my opinion. Not his best film. Best film, Godfather. Best acting role, Serpico. It's kind of downgraded in my opinion. I don't love it as much as I did when I first watched it, but I still really, really like it. And it's a very interesting film. The fact that this came out so early after the events actually happened, it was very ballsy to do. 7. This was actually, it was this, Dark Knight, and 3:10 to Yuma were my very first Blu-rays. And this is a phenomenal film. Before Prisoners, I would have said that this was like the closest film version of Heavy Rain, yeah.
And this one actually had Heavy Rain.
It did, yeah. That chase scene was great, yeah. I mean, Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt are amazing in it.
Especially Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, it might be his best performance, I think.
Either that or Red in Shawshank.
Yes, yeah. Shame on Blu-ray. Directed by Steve McQueen, same director of Hunger and 12 Years a Slave.
And Michael Fassbender's daddy.
Yeah. Michael Fassbender, I need to give this a rewatch, otherwise I might think this is his best performance. It's between that and 12 Years a Slave, honestly. I think he did amazingly.
I think one of his best performances is David from Prometheus.
Short Term 12.
Never even heard of this.
I heard it's a very underrated indie film of last year, and it was cheap on Blu-ray, so I thought, why not? That's it.
Wow, some of these are like really long, and then other ones are just...
Some I've seen. Sin City, the best Blu-ray you could have, honestly. What's your best then?
Alien was really good.
This had amazing special features.
Casino was... Oh, you mean Blu-ray just content?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't even seen that on Blu-ray yet, so...
I mean, yeah. Anyway, this is one of my all-time favourite films. Hopefully, our Day McKill 4 review has already come out. Our opinions have changed slightly on the film since. I still like the film, but there is so much they...
So many issues.
I will watch it again. I think they've missed the chance. If they release this maybe 2 years after, like the sequel 2 years after this film...
It would have worked.
But not, I mean, they're not doing well at the box office because I think no one really cares anymore. And it's a shame. But I really do love the film. I mean, Benicio del Toro
was great as Jackie Boy.
Bruce Willis as Harlequin actually seemed like he gave a damn. Clive Owen, and there he is, Mickey Rourke as Marv.
Have you noticed how he's tiny on the cover of this?
And now he's like the main focus in A Day McKill 4.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this has an amazing commentary by Robert Rodriguez and Frank Miller, which during the commentary, pop-ups of the panels of the comic.
That's how you do an extra feature.
Yeah, and I mean the behind the scenes are great. Nick Stahl as that yellow
bugger.
Yeah, Rourke's son.
Yeah,
extremely good.
They all screamed. And you'll scream too.
Skyfall. Very good Bond film.
I think my favourite James Bond film.
I might think that as well. I'm going through each one.
Like, Casino Royale was okay.
Casino Royale was good.
Quantum dropped a bit.
Goldfinger's good. I really like Goldfinger.
I mean, of new... like,
yeah, definitely.
I count it as post-Moore.
Yeah.
Like, Timothy Dalton, Pierce Brosnan.
Like, post-classic Bond.
Like, this... like
because Dalton, that's when it became like, oh, this is dark.
Yeah. But if we're talking, like, new James Bond, it's definitely Skyfall.
Javier Bardem was an amazing villain. Might be the best Bond villain. Maybe. Odd Job was cool, but...
I like Jaws.
Jaws is good. That's just, like, classic, though. Son of Batman.
Was it any good? You never said.
It's okay.
Can I have a look-see?
Yeah. It's the new DC animated film. I did a review on it, so yeah, there you go. It's not in the same... If it wasn't for Gotham Knight, this would be my least favourite animated Batman film.
Is it
Kevin Conroy's not voicing.
No, is it based on Robin? Or is it Damian Wayne?
It's Damian. It's Talia al Ghul's son. The whole back... It's cool because it goes... it's a cool film because it delves into, like, the Ra's al Ghul and the League of Shadows, and Deathstroke isn't the villain in it, which is really cool.
Apparently they're making a Court of Owls film, which could be quite cool.
That would be very good. Isn't that, like, apparently one of the better recent storylines? That would be really good.
You can get the special edition book with the mask.
I know, yeah. I'd be interested in But yeah, it's a good film. I think if you're a Batman fan, it's at least worth a watch. Stand By Me. Extremely good film. Probably the best child acting ever, I think.
Have you... But
What are you thinking?
no, I was going to say, what's his name?
Phoenix?
No.
Corey Feldman?
Yep.
Wheaton?
Corey Feldman's a bit off the deep end now.
Yeah. But, I mean...
As way back then.
My giant Star Wars saga.
Then I need...
Yes, it has changes. But let's get over it, really. It's not anything major.
I don't know. I kind of want it, but I also really want to get the ones they're releasing with no edits.
But yeah, I love Star Wars. I think if you're a nerd, it's a given that you should have at least watched Star Wars.
Oh my god, nerd.
Yeah, but I mean, people complain about it. Like, it's a terrible, set. It's got a lot of things I almost broke right there. I mean, the fact that they included, within George Lucas's permission, the Robot Chicken parodies and just parodies of Star Wars.
I have them separately. They're really funny.
Cool. And Empire Strikes Back doesn't actually have that much edits in it.
You're going to annoy a few people with this, you know.
What?
Just these statements of, the edits aren't too bad.
I mean, yeah, the stupid, unneeded edits. I mean, Han shot first. We all know he did.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's a blink and you miss it type thing. It's not. It's a stupid reason why George Lucas did it.
You mean so he doesn't sound like a bad guy?
Yeah, I mean, he's a smuggler. He's gonna be like that. But it's like, you know what I mean? It's just like...
It's so kids don't go out and kill people with lasers.
Sunshine.
Lollipops and rainbows and
It's a Danny
sun
Boyle
drops.
film. I heard good things about it.
It's got Cillian Murphy in it.
Yeah, amazing song, which is getting really overused these days.
What? Sunshine, lollipops
no, it's
and...
it was a song that was played in Days of Future Past trailer. What?
I didn't watch the trailer.
Oh, I thought you did, never mind. It's been really overused. I remember it was used for a cinema ad. Like, how epic the cinema experience is. It was used in a Walking Dead episode, which I couldn't take seriously for a bit. Now this one, a lot of people might not.
This is a rare one.
Tell is a short film by Triune Films, who is Ryan Connolly from Film Riot and Film State fame. If you know who they are, then you know what this probably is. You know what it is, and it's an independent short film, which came with a commentary, behind the scenes, outtakes, story, the prank, which is a prank that they played on Ryan, and a question for an actor. It's actually a pretty spooky short film.
It's a retelling of The Telltale Heart.
Yeah, which he has stated, and predictable. Yeah, but it's like a 30-minute short film.
I mean, God damn it! There's a SpongeBob episode of The Telltale Heart.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
it's just a story you told in a different way.
It scared Will. It scared Will when we watched it. Again, you probably can't watch it, but you could watch it on YouTube.
Todd was quite good.
Yeah. I mean, I got it because I'm a huge fan of Film Riot, so I want to support them. So that's why nerd, Film Riot nerd. We have different opinions about the cover of this. Terminator 2, the Skynet edition.
You've got to admit, it looks cheap. Hold it towards the camera.
I love it.
It looks really cheap.
I love it. It's a really... And cover aside, phenomenal film.
Oh, definitely.
It's literally... I remember when I first watched it, because I remember I first watched Terminator 1, and I said, dude, I love Terminator 1's amazing, it's brilliant. And then you said, you have no idea. You need to watch T2. I went, how can it get better? Like, how can it get... And then literally everything
goes better.
It's like the villain, the hero, just Linda Hamilton. I mean... She's
her own character.
The directing, the writing is really good.
James Cameron knows how to do a sequel because he also did Aliens, which most people, not me, say that it's a lot better than Alien.
Which is
it's a really good film.
Why I'm looking forward to Avatar 2. This is the end on Blu-ray, mastered in 4K. Really funny film. I liked it.
I liked it the first time. Watched it the second time. Didn't laugh at all.
I think it's because you know the jokes.
The line made me laugh, but everything else was just it's the one-time jokes.
I don't know. I mean, I like that crew of.
Except Danny McBride.
I can put up with them. But I like Jay Baruchel, who's cool. I think that's how I pronounce it. I think that's how you pronounce his name. James Franco.
Of course. No, I'm saying of course, James Franco's great.
Yeah, I mean, he's grown on me recently. I mean, I didn't like him before. Maybe because of the Spider-Man films didn't help in that. But I liked how they made a joke about it. It's like, dude, you got a cardboard cutout of you with Spider-Man 3. Why that film?
Oh, when they break through and he's got Pineapple Express stuff.
And I really do like Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill. Those two are really great. I mean,
if you've seen Wolf of Wall Street, you know what Jonah Hill can do.
Even in Superbad, I really liked him. 50-50. Since then, I really...
And Knocked Up, which I'm ashamed of. Because
I actually do want to see that film. Thor: The Dark World.
It's of all the ones you own, it's Avengers and Thor.
I know.
That's the only Thor 2, that's the only ones you own.
This is my third favourite Marvel film.
Really?
Avengers, Disney Marvel. Avengers, Guardians, Thor 2.
No, Iron Man or...
Then Iron Man. Then First Avenger. I just love the whole set. It's a beautiful setting of Asgard. It's really well shot. And I don't know, I just like Asgard.
What about Christopher Eccleston in that role where you can clearly tell it's him?
You can only tell it's him when you know.
Yeah.
To Kill a Mockingbird. Digibook. Yet to see it.
You haven't seen the film, actually? You haven't even seen the film?
No, not yet. No.
It's really good. Gregory Peck.
A lot of people saying Gregory Peck. I've been hearing it's his performance in this film is one of the best of all time. Just acting wise, it's great. But I will give it a go eventually. Apparently, it's a really heartwarming story or something like that. Or what?
It's got one of the best speeches of all time, apparently.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
But the best is, I drink your milkshake.
That is a good.
Drainage.
Eli.
There we go. Yeah.
Toy Story trilogy. I love it.
All three of them.
All of them.
Great films.
I love them equally, honestly.
Do you know, there's something like a Toy Story enigma. I don't know anyone who hates them.
I know.
Or doesn't even dislike them.
I know.
I've never seen a person... They've got 100... Do you know the first one has a 100% rating on IMDb?
All of them.
Rotten Tomatoes, sorry.
All of them do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one dislikes them.
I know, it's... but yeah, I mean, what else can I say? I love it. That teddy bear's essentially the governor. He's essentially the governor.
I'm a hugger.
Yeah, should be David Morrissey. That would be amazing.
What with an eye patch and everything.
Yeah, I just love them, but I love them all equally. If I had to choose one, though...
Two. Oh, really? You said two before.
Two's my second favourite. Underrated film of last year.
I did like it, yeah.
I thought James McAvoy was great in the film.
Also had a really cool poster. The one where it was glitch art.
Yeah, I mean, it was unique. That's why I liked it. It was a unique story that I hadn't really seen before, and it was a really...
I didn't expect what was actually in it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a heist film, and then it was a hypnotism film, and then it was kind of like a revenge film. It was very weird, and Danny Boyle did an amazing job directing.
And Zoe Saldana, isn't it?
Rosario Dawson. Not Halle Berry.
Yeah, I know. She really looks like Halle Berry.
No, she doesn't.
She does.
She's black. That's the only thing.
No, she looks... If you got a picture of her and Halle Berry, you get...
Rosario Dawson. I can understand what you mean by Zoe Saldana, but not Zoe.
I will prove it. I'll prove it after this. No. I'll prove it. Because I'm right.
This is something we could talk about.
Troll Hunter. I really like... Also known as Troll Jagaren.
The very first foreign film I saw.
What a way to start.
But it's a good foreign film. It's a really good foreign film.
And as far as found footage films go.
And yeah, I mean, visual effects were great.
Acting was really good.
This is one of the first Blu-rays I had as well. One of the first. I might need to give it another rewatch because I haven't seen it since I came out on Blu-ray over here. It's been ages, but it is a very good found footage film.
It's just the fact that they put folklore into it.
I know, yeah.
It's not really a horror film, it's more of an action film. Yeah.
It's comedy as well. More of a recent film, Under the Skin. I don't think... Yeah, I did go upload the review. Yeah, I did upload it. It's an interest... I actually really like. It's one of these films that get better when you think about it more, like that type of thing, and it might warrant another rewatch.
Are you going to see Lucy?
No. The Untouchables Blu-ray Special Collector's Edition. I have a funny relationship with this film recently. First time watching it, adored.
Did it cheat on you?
A bit, yeah, kind of. First time watching it, adored it. Really well shot. Amazing acting by Sean Connery and Robert De Niro, and even by Kevin Costner. Second time watching it, wasn't all that into it. Third time watching it, I loved it again. It's weird.
You might have been a bit of
in a funny mood. The Usual Suspects. Speaking of spoilers, this would suck to get the spoil, like it did for me. And it was in it was a Schmoes No video.
It was a really good cast for that film.
Kevin Spacey was great. Bryan Singer's first film. And the writer of this is directing the next Mission Impossible film. Christopher McQuarrie, I think he's called. But this might warrant me rewatching it. Pretty good twist. Even it got spoiled for me. I was like, that was really well pulled off.
You didn't expect you wouldn't expect it if you were watching it for the first time.
Yeah, no, we won't be jerks and actually spoil it on here because I'll be.
Well, the fact that Benicio del Toro's really imaginary. He's a ghost.
I mean, come on, you didn't have to say that. I mean, Brad Pitt was dead all along. That was almost a full spoiler for another film.
That's why you had to change it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Shaky cam.
Walk the line.
Walk the line.
What are you doing?
Look.
Oh, yeah, get it.
Look, Johnny Cash. Yay.
You love Johnny Cash, don't you?
I do love Johnny Cash.
Would you say he's your favourite musician?
Yes, I think so. No, I think AC/DC is my favourite band. Single musician? Yes, definitely.
Single musician? Michael Jackson for me, but yeah. Forgot this was a Joaquin Phoenix performance.
Also, I found something interesting. He all the singing in it.
Yeah,
It's him.
Yeah.
He can do a dead-on Johnny Cash impression.
He didn't win Best Actor. I think who won? It was 2005. Who won? It wasn't. I don't think it was Heath Ledger for Brokeback Mountain. It was.
It would have been 2004 films, wouldn't it?
No, 2005. Like, I mean, it came out in 2005. Like, it was. Capote. First two more from Capote, which I didn't show. It's over there. I got.
You got that today.
I haven't seen it, so I can't say anything about it. What are you doing?
That was a shelf up.
Yeah. Walk the Line. Haven't seen it yet, but I will eventually.
Walk the line.
Did you like Walk the Line?
Yeah. It's a Johnny Cash film, of course.
It might have been like, you know.
There's a lot of romance in it, and I was like, yeah. But
Reese Witherspoon, she did win Best Lead Actress.
Yeah, and it didn't put too much in because it was like it's about them. Plus, you know, June Carter, poor woman.
Walking Dead. This is the season 1 Fancy Schmancy special edition.
From America,
because you can't get it in England, which is a very.
I really like that. The inlay, the comparison between.
I'm just annoyed that it's like this and it didn't have at least a slip or like something to like. I don't know. It feels like incomplete, but we just reviewed the game, season 2 of the game. Really love. This was a great way to kick off the show. I think the first episode was amazing, directed by Frank Darabont.
It was in the big Hollywood level TV show takeover.
This was like 2010. This was like in that phase of like
because there was like Breaking Bad, like all the big budget TV
Game
shows.
Of Thrones, Mad Men,
House of Cards, all these massive budget films, TV series.
I mean, Frank Darabont directed the first episode. The guy who directed Shawshank Redemption. That's huge, and it did feature a lot of the same cast as The Mist.
The lines between TV and films are blurring somewhat in recent years,
which is good. Wall Street.
Haven't watched.
Not yet.
I have.
Is Michael Douglas really photoshopped in that?
Yes, he's airbrushed.
Yeah. It's an Oliver Stone film. Who did Platoon and Born on 4th of July, and I want to give this a go of it. Apparently, Gordon Gekko's speech is brilliant.
Well, Del Boy in Only Fools and Horses talks about him. Doesn't he? Says my Gordon Gekko braces.
Yeah. I think he says.
So he's an inspiration for like the character Del Boy as well.
Yeah, because Rodney says like ever since he wants to be some Gordon Gekko wannabe or something.
And he says my Gordon Gekko braces.
Yeah. The only Besides from Toy Story,
The only
other Pixar...
the only single Pixar film you own.
Wall-E. I need to get up on Blu-ray, to be fair. First time watching it, didn't really like it. Second time watching it, really did appreciate it more. It's not one of their better ones, but it is still...
It's great to show how you can have two characters be adorable and stuff without any speech.
2 discs as well, so it's a very good film. It's a Pixar film, so what do you expect enough? It's...
Cars 2.
I liked Cars 2. I liked it. It's a good film. Bugs Life is one of my weaker ones. This is my second favourite film of 2013. Wolf of Wall Street.
Most definitely.
Beautiful back. Would you say this is your favourite film in 2013?
No, Evil Dead was.
Still Evil Dead?
Yes.
Even thinking about
yes.
Watching this?
Yes.
Just curious?
Yes. Yeah.
But this is one of my favourite Scorsese films.
I'm going to be picking that up, I think.
Probably my third favourite Scorsese film. It's Departed, Goodfellas, and this probably. Leonardo DiCaprio's best performance.
Yes.
Yeah. Were you going to try and counteract with like Calvin Candy?
Nope.
He was good in that though, but...
He was good in that, but as John... It was just
Belfort.
It was tough. John is an actual person who we know, who I know.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and Jonah Hill. Very good. Someone said a funny thing. It's like, Jonah Hill in this is essentially his character in Superbad but grown up. Mm-hmm. And that is very much true. I think when I think about it.
It's just some of the dialogues just... Like just and the just the offline about what would you do if you had a kid?
Yeah.
Let him in the woods.
Wolverine, which they slipped out.
I didn't care for Wolverine.
Didn't you? One of my favourite Fox Marvel films. Fox Marvel.
Mox Marvel.
Yeah. I think Hugh Jackman's an amazing Wolverine. Like.
Oh, he's cemented the role.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean. The villain, I didn't really... The chick that I didn't really care for.
Yeah, it was like the Silver Samurai wasn't in it that much.
I just loved... I mean, I think it might be the time... Especially recently, I've been getting more into martial arts and wuxia, which is like the period martial arts.
It was nice to see him use the samurai sword.
Which is and it's a very gory film, actually, as well. And I really liked it, and because I love the Wolverine character.
Pushing that 12 rating. World's End, my favourite one.
Same. Since we did talk about it in our top 10 video of
2013,
and I still stand by it would be still up there.
Yeah, it's so funny.
It's not my favourite comedy that year because since I saw Wolf of Wall Street,
but god damn, it's funny.
But yeah, and very dramatic.
Oh yeah,
actually has a lot of like things to say.
Tell the children about it.
We might do a commentary on this eventually.
I've never seen it, so... Well,
I started watching
if we do, it'll be you've seen it, I haven't.
I only started watching it.
Oh.
I stopped watching it because I was like, this looks terrible, so... Yeah.
And is that the last one?
I technically got some more Blu-rays, but I just want to mention the one HD DVD I've got for novelty's sake.
Of course, it's The Corpse Bride.
This is technically a Blu-ray.
Let me just zoom in onto the limited edition number. It's 27,069 out of 81,000.
Yep, and I'm a bit disappointed. I got a bit banged up in the post. Where's the banged up? There it is.
That's not banged up, that's torn.
And stuff, but it is a massive set. I might, if anyone wants me to go through it, I will go through my.
You could make a video for your special editions.
Yeah.
But I'll just zoom in because over there is your Scarface box set.
Yeah,
Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy box set.
Somewhere down there I've got Bond 50.
And Bond 50's down there. And there's your E.T. as well, with the little E.T. E.T. plush.
Yes, which I yet to see E.T. And I think, yeah, that's all my Blu-rays. So, hope you all enjoyed this little casual laid-back type of video.
Because my arm is killing me.
And so is my leg.
But hopefully mine should be coming soon as well.
You want to talk with your hand there?
Yes.
But yeah, those I'm not a huge. I'm more of a DVD collector. This would be a.
Shall I just get the low perspective shot of it?
Yeah. But yeah, and I might do a VHS collection one day. Why not? So guys, thanks for watching. Links will be down below for everything you need in life for Heel Pictures at least. And see ya.